All right, let's talk about something that is, well, it's pretty weird. It's that deeply unsettling but surprisingly common feeling you get in a high place. You know, that little glitch in your brain that makes you question everything for a split second.
You know what I'm talking about. You're standing somewhere high up, a balcony, a cliff, maybe just a tall building. You're looking down and this bizarre thought just flashes into your head, I could jump. It's terrifying, right? Especially because you have zero desire to die. So what in the world is that?
Well, the French, of course, have a much more beautiful and poetic name for this feeling. They call it l'appel du vide, and it literally translates to the call of the void. Kind of perfectly captures that strange, chilly pull you feel, doesn't it?
Now, just to be super clear, this isn't only about heights. L'appel du vide can be that fleeting, totally unwanted thought to do something dangerous in other situations too. Like you're driving, and for a half second you think about swerving. Or you're on a subway platform and you think about stepping forward. The absolute key, though, is that you are not suicidal. In fact, the thought itself usually horrifies you.
And if this has happened to you, listen up. You are so far from being alone. I mean, here's the really wild part. Studies have found that over half, more than 50%, of people who have never had suicidal thoughts have felt the call of the void. It's actually a pretty common quirk of being human.
So, let's get into what is actually going on inside your brain when this happens. Because it's not some kind of secret death wish. It turns out it's connected to a very specific psychological trait.
Yep, scientists actually gave it an official name. Back in 2012, researchers at Florida State University called it the high place phenomenon, or HPP for short. And just giving it a name was a huge step, right? It helped us realize this isn't some kind of personal failing, it's a real, observable thing.
Now here's the most crucial finding from their research. There is absolutely no link between HPP and actually wanting to harm yourself. None. What they did find was a really strong connection to something called anxiety sensitivity. And all that really means is that people who are more tuned in to their body's physical reactions, you notice your heart racing or your palms getting sweaty, those are the people who tend to experience this phenomenon the most.
Okay, so now we get to the really cool part, the leading theory for why this happens. And it all comes down to a tiny communication breakdown, basically a split-second race between two different parts of your brain.
So let's meet the two main characters in this story. First, you've got your amygdala. Think of this as your brain's ancient, super-fast security system. It's all about fear and survival reflexes. Then you've got your prefrontal cortex. This is your conscious, logical brain. It's the part that thinks things through. And the most important difference? The amygdala is lightning fast, and the prefrontal cortex, well, it's a little bit slower.
Okay, so here's how it plays out, step by step. 1. Your eyes see danger, a high ledge. 2. Your amygdala, that fast alarm system, instantly screams, danger, step back, and your body obeys without you even thinking. But, and here's step 3, your conscious brain, the prefrontal cortex, is still catching up. It arrives a millisecond later to the scene. It feels your heart pounding and your muscles tensing, and it has no idea why. So it asks the question, whoa, why did I just flinch backwards? And then, in a desperate attempt to make sense of the situation, it invents a story. I must have wanted to jump.
Just let that sink in for a second. You didn't want to jump. Your body had already saved you. The call of the void is just your conscious mind making up a reason, a false reason, to explain a life-saving reflex it didn't even know had happened yet. It's a total misinterpretation.
And this little brain glitch, this safety mismatch as they call it, doesn't just happen on high ledges. It can play out in all sorts of other, very common scenarios.
Seriously, think about it. That sudden, weird urge to swerve the car into a wall, or that flicker of a thought about stepping off the train platform, it's the exact same mechanism at play. Your survival instinct fires off a super-fast, stay-away signal, and your conscious mind gets confused and misinterprets it as an urge towards the danger.
Another way to think about it is like this. Your brain is constantly running these little safety simulations in the background. It will briefly flash the worst-case scenario, jumping, swerving, whatever, in order to flag it as a do not do this action. It's basically your brain's way of practicing for danger, so it knows exactly what to avoid.
So what if we've been thinking about this whole thing completely backwards? What if this terrifying little feeling isn't a sign that you're broken, but a sign that a really important feature is working perfectly?
This is really the big takeaway here. Feeling the call of the void doesn't mean something's wrong with you. It's actually the opposite. It's a sign that your brain's deep, unconscious survival systems are firing on all cylinders. They are working so fast to keep you safe that your conscious mind literally can't keep up.
So maybe we need to redefine it. L'appel du vide isn't a call towards death. It's the echo of a life-saving alarm bell. It's your brain's way of confirming that it is desperately, instinctively trying to keep you alive. It's a signature of your will to live.
So, the next time you're somewhere high up and that bizarre little thought flickers across your mind, just remember what's actually happening. It's not a pull into the void. It's the feeling of your brain yanking you back from the edge, screaming, "Hey, I got you. We're staying safe."